It is so great to be back together in person again. You know, we have all been through a long period of self-reflection where each of us has had to rethink our work, our habits, our routines, our relationships, and even our way of life. And this reflection has led to a global awakening because the pandemic reminded the world about what is essential. What is essential for us individually, for our families, for our work, and for humankind. What is essential for life? What are the necessities that must be in place in order to survive so that we can then thrive? Many of you may not be aware, but I actually started my career as a registered nurse. And as a registered nurse, the first thing I did for my patients was to monitor their vital signs. Vital signs such as blood pressure, temperature, pulse, respirations. Vital signs tell us the status of essential body functions. That's why they're called vital signs. And then I moved over to the business side and worked my way up to Chief Operating Officer of a very large healthcare organization. And as COO, I was no longer responsible for monitoring patient vital signs, but I was responsible for monitoring essential business vital signs. And whether I'm thinking about the health and welfare of a person or running a business, I know that essential needs must be in place in order to build a strong foundation, because you can't flourish and thrive on a weak foundation. So, believe it or not, I actually still have my nursing license, and I'd like you to join me in a little demonstration. All right, so everyone raise your right hand. I'm looking at you. All right, take your two fingers, and I want you to put them on the inside of your left wrist. And then slide it over and line it up with your thumb. I want you to feel your pulse. Is it beating slow? Is it beating fast? Do you feel any irregular beats? Is it a weak pulse or a strong pulse? Your pulse is measuring the function of your heart, and a beating heart is essential for life. It is the essence of life. All right, thank you for joining me in the demonstration. So now that we've just taken one of our own vital signs, let me ask you a question. How do we monitor the vital signs of the global population and of our planet? Well, much like our pulse measures the health of our heart, Lorawan measures the health of people, planet, and profits. Lorawan is essential in building that strong foundation. In fact, Lorawan is at the heart of the IoT digital transformation. Let me show you why. In looking at Maslow's famous hierarchy of needs, it starts with two foundational levels: physical needs and safety needs. And you can't achieve higher levels of growth until these first two levels of needs have been met. Under physical needs, we have air, food, and water. And under safety needs, we have health, security, and financial stability. Lorawan is addressing these 6 core essential needs by helping to solve the world's most pressing challenges. And we do it in a way that also meets business needs for performance and profits. Okay, this is great part here. We're gonna look around the world and see Lorawan in action and how our members are helping to solve the world's most pressing challenges. All right, under the first foundational level, we have 3 essential physical needs, starting with air. Lorawan improves air quality by reducing smog, pollen, pollution, CO2, and volatile gases, both inside and outside, and by ensuring our homes, buildings, schools, and workplaces are well ventilated, temperature and humidity controlled, and safe for occupancy. Please welcome Scott Waller from Thingy IoT to hear about their Lorawan solution for air.
Hello, I'm Scott Waller, CEO and co-founder of Thingy IoT. Thingy is a device maker, integrator, and Lorawan connectivity provider with a focus on environmental monitoring, agriculture, and public safety. We built our first air quality sensor in 2017 after winning a tech challenge by the US EPA, or Environmental Protection Agency, the US Forest Service, NASA, and others. They wanted a low-cost, portable sensor that could detect certain types of wildfire smoke, like particulates and gases, and remain functional in these harsh environments of a disaster scene. We chose Lorawan because by building a device that was compatible with the low-power, long-range Lorawan network, we enabled the regulatory agencies and researchers to first monitor wildfire smoke in real time, over long distances, sometimes in areas out of reach of cellular. Second, monitor local weather patterns to help predict where the smoke would blow or pose a risk to the firefighting efforts. And finally, then notify the public and the firefighters when the air quality was dangerous and what actions they could take, like stay indoors, wear a particulate mask, or leave the area. Our continued work with the EPA and others validated the accuracy against the regulatory standards, but also piqued the interest of several research universities and other ways we could apply our technology. One of the very first projects was around measuring the impact of wildfire smoke on agriculture workers. Wildfire seasons, if we could say that anymore, often coincide with a harvest season in the western US, which means that workers are constantly being exposed to poor air quality. Well, to be honest, the harvest or the crop doesn't get a day off because the air quality is bad. Also, because we're already installing LoRaWAN networks in these areas, we were able to quickly add other supporting sensors from the LoRaWAN ecosystem to measure things like microclimates, heat or cold exposure, water utilization, soil moisture, and then applied that to the actual crop management needs. Our initial aim was to reduce the cost of extremely accurate air quality sensors for advancing research, but also enabling greater accessibility to the environmental data in these remote locations. Since then, we've won over a dozen grants measuring the impact of smoke and climate change on specialty crops, like measuring what wine grapes are being exposed to during wildfire smoke events, and how we link that to what causes the smoke taint. Now let's think of air quality in urban versus rural areas. Let's say you're in Washington or California or on the West Coast. If you're in the city, there's plenty of air quality data from the agencies or crowdsourced low-cost sensors, and connectivity is usually pretty sufficient. However, in rural areas, we need to provide this connectivity for these sensors that unlock detailed insights on the environmental conditions, as the network infrastructure in rural communities today are grossly lacking versus the urban areas. These populations are also disproportionately impacted by smoke. It affects their crops, their work, and their livelihood. I work with and listen to researchers, climate scientists, farmers, and agronomists around the world. I help folks advance science by what using technology can do and how to use it. Together, we're creating practical solutions that ensure the air they breathe is safe while they work, and it permits them to make informed decisions about their crops. Lorawan is the essential technology that allows me and our team to impact the lives of others, livelihoods, and advancing research for the greater good. Thank you.
The second essential physical need, food. Lorawan increases the world's food supply, from improving crop yields to preventing food waste through cold temperature storage monitoring of food during transportation, in stores, and in restaurants. I'd like to welcome Rob Zagarilla from NNNCO to hear about their Lorawan solution for food.
Hi, my name is Robert Zagarilla. I'm the co-founder and chief executive officer of NNNCO. NNNCO is connecting Australian farmers to the Internet of Things with Lorawan. Lorawan and the Internet of Things have a major role to play to help Australia's agriculture industry become a $100 billion industry by 2030 and reach net zero emissions. With its ability to meet 100% of all coverage needs, extended battery life, and low power, wide area range, LoRawan is the technology of choice for improving agricultural productivity and sustainability. NNNCO was selected in 2019 by Agriculture Victoria to deploy a LoRawan network so Australian farmers could be at the forefront of the digital agriculture revolution. NNNCO has rolled out a LoRawan network across 32,000 square kilometres in regional Victoria. This is driving real benefits for hundreds of farmers who can now access insightful real-time data from their IoT devices in the fields or in the paddocks. The data generated is sent through LoRawan gateways to NNNCO's end-to-end DL data layer platform. End-to-end DL is standardising the data coming from 18 solution providers and hundreds of IoT device types and solutions via a single API into the Agriculture Victoria data lake and to the various solution providers' applications. NNNCO is thrilled to launch the revolutionary NTAG device that will reduce food waste and improve supply chain efficiencies by monitoring the location and temperature of food and ag supplies throughout their supply chain journey. NTAG gives supply chain managers real-time information so that they can manage food transportation more efficiently, and has been successfully trialled in the thousands by one of the largest food distributors in Australia. The NTAG is also being used to improve inventory management of the chemical and seed agriculture supply chain. It provides real-time check-in and check-out records for suppliers who currently rely on manual data record keeping from their distributors and 3PL channels. This is driving a significant efficiency gain in the agricultural supply chain. The NTAG is a peel and stick label that can be attached to any supply chain component and tracked using the NNNCO LoRawan network and end-to-end DL platform. It also monitors and logs temperature of the asset it is attached to. It also meets the HACCP food safety standards, and its battery composition is such that it can be disposed of without impacting the environment. This is truly transformational. The NTAG and LoRawan enable farmers, food distributors, and manufacturing suppliers to be more efficient and help meet the fundamental need for food globally.
And the last of the essential physical needs, but absolutely not the least, water. Did you know of all the water available on Earth, 97.2% is salt water, leaving only 2.8% of fresh water. Fresh water that's used for industry and agriculture, buildings, our homes, and drinking water. In fact, fresh water is becoming so scarce, people are stealing it from one another and fighting over it. Well, here's the great news. LoRawan conserves water through leak detection and water waste management. And LoRawan monitors the quality of the water to ensure it's safe for drinking. Please welcome Francois Hammond from Green Citizen to hear about their LoRawan solution for water.
Hello, I'm François Hamon, CEO at Green Citizen. Green Citizen provides IoT solutions to drive sustainable water management. The solutions include multiple LoRawan connected sensors and decision-making dashboards. Our customers are private companies or communities that manage drinking water network or waste water networks. UNHCR was looking for an easy-to-deploy IoT communication system for a region with very few infrastructure. The LoRawan technology does not require the management of expensive SIM card. The agile deployment of the network needs few radio planning studies, and the sensors are very low consumption and needs very few maintenance. The UNHCR strategy is to improve their efficiency to serve more peoples by creating a LoRawan network to monitor the quantity and the quality of the water. The UNHCR was able to easily add sensors to the same LoRawan network to monitor the energy management and the environmental parameters. Unbox leverages the LoRawan capabilities to secure the water supply and to reduce significantly the carbon footprint. The Green Citizen solution creates a green and affordable response to the UNHCR drinking water strategy, using Lorawan to positively impact the lives of people.
All right, we're moving up to the second foundational level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs and the three essential safety needs, starting with health. Lorawan supports health and healthcare workers, which is so important given the high rate of burnout and labor shortages in healthcare, by ensuring medications are stored at appropriate room temperatures, tracking medical equipment, cleaning automation, finding Alzheimer's patients because they tend to wander, and expanding telehealth applications. Please welcome Christian Ulrich from Tektelic to hear about their Lorawan solution for health.
Hello everyone, my name is Christian Ulrich, Vice President of Sales and Business Development in Tektelic. Post-operative respiratory complications, known as PRCs, are estimated to occur in 3 to 7% of all surgery cases. With more than 200 million surgeries performed globally each year, more than 10 million people are impacted by this. In some cases, PRCs are lethal, and in all cases they require acute intervention and treatment. When a patient is released from hospital after ambulance surgery, no one monitors the patient until he or she contacts their own physician, effectively leaving a huge risk of undetected PRCs. The Tektelic eDoctor wearable device continuously measures and monitors body temperature, heart rate, respiration or breathing rate, chest expansion, activity level, and body position. The data the eDoctor collects is transmitted to the post-operative medical team over the Lorawan public network. The device can operate for 3 to 4 months on a single coin cell battery while continuously monitoring the patient. Tektelic has developed a user-friendly front-end application, and in addition, the data can be integrated with hospitals' PDMS and EPR systems to support clinical workflows. Currently, South Health Campus Hospital in Calgary, Canada, is using the eDoctor solution on a trial basis as part of their post-operative workflow. The use of Lorawan technology allows for patients to stay monitored even if they move from hospital campus or from their homes. Thanks to the range of Lorawan networks, eDoctor devices have been connected, securely transmitting data over ranges of more than 20 kilometers. In addition to these use cases, the eDoctor device is supporting caregiver organizations in monitoring elderly people under home care programs, allowing for earlier intervention in case of illness or falls. With LoRa Alliance support, Tektelic has access to resources for development, effective partnerships, and the best promotional platforms.
Okay, moving on to the second essential safety need, security. The number of ways that Lorawan achieves security is unlimited, from warnings about tsunamis, floods, fires, and earthquakes, to safety alerts for mining shafts, construction sites, oil refineries, and panic buttons, to the security of assets for asset protection, asset tracking, theft prevention, and asset location, to the security of structural items like bridges and buildings. I'd like you to please welcome Rob Mesereau from PwC Connected Solutions to hear about their Lorawan solution for security.
Hi, I'm Rob Mesereau, a partner with PwC Products and Technologies. For more than 175 years, PwC has helped people overcome some of business's most formidable challenges. In the last 3 years, we have increased our focus on solving our clients' ever-evolving need for next-generation digital transformation. As part of this, we have started delivering licensed technology to market, including our IoT products platform called Connected Solutions. This is part of our new equation of delivering human-led technology-powered solutions to solve complex business problems. Our client, a large global hotel company, was faced with recent state and local regulations requiring hotels to have a policy and process for housekeeper safety so that staff can be located quickly during a crisis and help can be sent if needed. Our rapid response solution operates on a patented technology called PwC Indoor Geolocation Platform. It is deployed in more than 125 properties with over 200,000 scan locations spanning 22 states and counting. Indoor Geolocation Platform, a PwC product leveraging LoRaWAN technology, delivers precise indoor geolocation of people and assets in real time. The hotel employee activates an alert by pressing the buttons on their wearable device. Using a LoRaWAN network, PwC's IGP determines the location on the property and displays the alert in a web-based dashboard. The location of the activated device and other identifying information are communicated via text message and emailed to a preset list of individuals. Then, hotel management acknowledges the alert in the interactive web dashboard, also sending assistance from hotel management or security staff as needed. Our rapid response button gives the hotel the ability to pinpoint the whereabouts of its most critical assets, its people, when they're in difficult situations. In this way, the indoor geolocation platform is using LoRaWAN to help respond to staff members quickly and provide a significant benefit to their well-being. PwC Connected Solutions are quickly becoming the gold standard within the hospitality industry and are also being used for other IoT use cases in other industries such as healthcare, facilities management, and university campuses. Now, with LoRaWAN and the PwC IGP, people can get help with the press of a button.
All right, and the final essential safety need, financial stability. The business case for LoRaWAN is second to none. LoRaWAN improves business bottom lines through effective and efficient operations because we all know increased performance equals increased profits. I'd like to introduce you to Yamagi-san from Yokogawa to hear about their LoRaWAN solution for financial stability.
In general, 70% of the equipment in the plant is not monitored at all or monitored by operator lounge. The risk of unplanned shutdown or sudden equipment failure increase in the plant and can lead to financial losses. Conventional operator lounge use procedures that are time-consuming and therefore expensive because they require the people to walk by a large amount of equipment dotted through the plant, often in the hard-to-reach locations. But now, LoRaWAN technology can change the world view across the industrial and energy vertical with its ability to provide a long-range, low-power, and secure communication. LoRaWAN enables remote and online equipment monitoring throughout the plant by connecting many sensors to equipment in order to detect a sign of equipment failure and prevent unexpected shutdowns. Yokogawa leverages the power of LoRaWAN in an industrial IoT wireless device, the switch sensor. When deployed throughout the plant, the switch sensor can gauge the equipment health by monitoring characteristics such as vibration, pressure, temperature. For example, a safety valve that bends the pressure of devices and piping may experience a heat leakage under certain conditions. Without early detection, operation must be stopped immediately to repair the equipment, which slows the production and lessens output. Deploying the LoRaWAN-enabled sensor improves the plant efficiency, keeps the equipment healthy and productive, and maximizes the profit of the plant. By leveraging the advantage of the LoRaWAN-based wireless technology, Yokogawa supports its customers' financial security by protecting their equipment investment and supporting the most efficient operations.
So these videos did an incredible job demonstrating the power of LoRaWAN and how it achieves humanitarian gains, environmental sustainability, and business needs for performance. Remember? People, planet, and profits. And these videos are just a few examples of LoRaWAN deployments. The LoRa Alliance has hundreds of members with thousands of deployments in numerous verticals, providing countless solutions all around the world. So let me ask a question. You may all hopefully know this answer, but how did LoRaWAN become the LPWAN market leader? Well, it was through the amazing accomplishments from the LoRa Alliance members and the LoRaWAN ecosystem. LoRaWAN is now a mature technology. It's been approved by ITU as an open, accepted standard. We have the largest ecosystem and the most diverse ecosystem, with every stakeholder of the value chain participating. We have the most networks around the world and the only LPWAN with network options: public, private, satellite, community, and hybrid models. We have the most certified devices. Oops, let me back that up. Yes, we have the most deployed solutions and the most at-scale deployments and the most multi-technology deployments with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, 5G, RFID, DLMS, and OMS. All right, now to the certification part. We have the most certified devices and the greatest diversity of device vendors and manufacturers on the market, which is key to have that diversity of all types of devices. And because our members partner and collaborate, we have the greatest number of full end-to-end solutions, making deployments easier for customers. When you look at all we've achieved, it's crystal clear. LoRaWAN is not just a technology, it's a revolution that's been inspiring this kind of innovation over the last 7 years. I want everyone to take a moment and give yourself a round of applause. I mean, this work is phenomenal. So, what does the future look like? The LoRa Alliance will stay focused on our strengths and will evolve our strengths. Absolutely nothing will distract us or pull us off course from achieving our vision, which is empowering sustainable IoT, maximizing efficiencies, improving quality of life, and protecting our planet's resources. And here's the great news. LoRaWAN's strengths are the sweet spot of IoT. LoRaWAN addresses 75% of the IoT market needs with our battery-operated devices, long battery life, long distance, low data rate, low cost, and deep penetration. And the remaining 25% of the IoT market need requirements, well, it's high bandwidth for audio, video, and ultra-low latency. Let me just say, you all truly are in the right business. And with the growth of massive IoT, there are now 4 key networking pillars: Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, LoRaWAN, and 5G. And all 4 of these standards are needed and required to address this gigantic and never-ending, massive IoT market. And I'm really excited about this, digital twins. So digital twins as they become more mainstream and AI and process automation continue to combine, it will drive LoRaWAN adoption through the roof, returning hyper performance and profits for businesses. And I can even see a world where LoRaWAN sensors are embedded in the things we buy. Instead of adding sensors to things, sensors will be a part of things. And because LoRaWAN is already embedded in our way of life and an essential technology, the future of LoRaWAN, it's here to stay. And if you want to see the future of LoRaWAN, it is at this event with our members and their innovative solutions on the showroom floor, I think right out those doors. Today and tomorrow offer an unprecedented opportunity to explore the world of LoRaWAN. And I really need to take a moment to say to the audience, I really hope that you realize you are making a difference. You are changing the world. Those videos show it. And together with the LoRaWAN ecosystem, we will continue to improve the world in ways no one ever imagined possible. Thank you very much. Enjoy the conference. I'm sure I'll see most of you in the next few days. Thank you.